Hi everybody. I've been looking all over for Catman 360 today. We're supposed to be doing a video today on making crystals, but I can't seem to find him anywhere. I don't know where he is, if he's ready for... Oh, there he is. He's being a goofbutt today. Looks like he's dabbing and got a sword of a spoon. Hi Catman 360.
Oh yes.
What are we doing today?
Growing crystals.
Alright, growing some crystals at home. We did a little prep work beforehand. We made shapes with pipe cleaners.
This is mine.
And I made a purple star. Now, what we did was we put them on an old piece of coat hanger. And we tied some thread, just some regular sewing thread onto them, so that they will hang inside these old pots we have. We've filled the pots with water already. And we're going to bring that to a boil in a few minutes. But the ingredients, can you go over what ingredients we need today, Catman 360?
We have neon blue. We have black food coloring and neon food coloring. We have borax, 2 boraxes, and a spoon.
Yep, along with a couple pots filled with water and lids. This seems to be a fairly simple recipe to do. We've never done it before, so you're going to give it a try with us. It does take time. Right now we are starting it at 9:59 a.m. After we put the shapes in, it's going to probably be 8 hours to 12 hours, maybe overnight. We'll see how they look before we take them out and everything cools down. So, what we're going to do first is add our food coloring in. Do you want to do one and I do one, Catman?
Sure, I want to do the star.
We're doing the food coloring first, not the pipe cleaners. We're going to add the food coloring and bring the water to a boil before we do anything else. So we're doing the blue in this pot right here. Here we go.
The blue one?
Yep. So go ahead and add that. It's about half a thing of food coloring. It seemed like they used a lot when we'd seen the instructions, so we're going to use the rest of that container. And I'm going to put the black one into this larger pot we have. And this one I can actually unscrew, and I'm just going to pour.
The neon blue is like squirting. Use it really hard.
Yeah, it's a squirty bottle, so I put this whole black one in there. Ooh, we got food coloring all over the counter. That's my fault.
That's my fault too.
Okay, well, here we go. We'll put them over here next to the sink to clean up later. I've got my black ready. You got your blue ready?
Yep.
Alright, I'll put this back on the stove. Now, what is the most important thing about kids doing today's craft, Catman 360?
You better have a lot of parents help.
Okay, because we're going to be using the stove. And the water will be boiling, so you want to be extra careful. No goofing around in the kitchen ever, but especially not when the stove's on.
Do not sit in the food coloring.
Yes, do not sit in the food coloring. We'll clean that up while we'll turn the stove on here. I'm going to turn it on, and then we'll be right back in a minute once these are all boiled up. Welcome back, everybody. We've got the water almost boiled. The smaller pot, of course, is boiling quicker. So we're going to work on that first while we let the large pot go. Now remember, we got to be very careful, Catman 360, because we're working with boiling water and a stove. That's why I'm here to help, and you should make sure to have your parents help too. Now what we got is Catman's gently stirring the boiling water with the food coloring in it. And I'm going to take the borax here, and I'm going to be adding that in until it no longer dissolves. So we'll put a little bit in. Ooh, look at how blue that is. Now gently stir that around for me, Catman. And all the way to the bottom. You gotta stir.
See, that's very hot.
Oh, it should be a little bit shiny, yep. When it's all done. Remember, this is not
and you do not need any glitter. So this is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, now you see I'm kind of like scraping the bottom and pouring through. I don't see any borax residue yet on my spoon. So it's still all dissolved. So we want to add more.
And it might be wrong or right. If it's wrong, we don't care.
Yeah, it's still fun making the video and learning.
It might be a lot shiny, but that's cool.
Now this looks like it's definitely, I'm getting a lot more residue in there, and see how I'm getting some borax stuck to the spoon. You got that in the camera, Catman? That spoon? See, I don't know how well you can see, there's some graininess, looks sandy almost. That's some of that borax starting to stick to the spoon like that. You can see it.
Like that white stuff?
Yep, that's the borax.
You see that?
That's just
that white stuff right there, guys, is the borax.
Yep, it's just starting to stick to the spoon. Not quite does it might have started to dissolve the rest. I'm going to just a little bit more.
Wow, that is starting to get steamy. And when I mean steamy, like very steamy.
Yeah, and definitely that's why it's good to have a parent here, especially to help stir and everything. You don't want that hot water splashing up.
Oh yeah, and you could check out our other videos. They should be somewhere.
Yep, they're on our channel. Yes. Catman360 is the name of our channel.
Yeah, if you could search it, you could search it.
Well, you can find it right. If you're watching this video, you can just click on our name at the video, and you'll see our other videos. We have 3 other videos right now, all about slime. We made regular slime, foamy slime, or fluffy slime, depending on what you want to call it, of doom. And we also had a video where we reviewed and compared the 2 different slimes. Now this stuff is really dissolving good. It's actually dissolving a lot more borax than I thought, because I thought it was looking good there, and then the stuff dissolved. So
we need 10,000 likes up here.
10,000 likes would be amazing. I will settle even. You know what? We're starting off. 100 likes would be great. You know, we'll go from there.
Yeah. And hit the subscribe button.
Definitely, so you can see what other fun stuff and crafts. I know lately we've been doing crafts, but these videos are going to be just all sorts of fun stuff we do to help pass our summer days.
The time right now is 10:20.
Yep. So, we started at about 10 o'clock, so about 20 minutes getting them all boiled and everything. They're actually dissolving a lot more borax than I thought it would in this. So, that's definitely, like I said, it's a learning curve. We weren't sure.
You could use any kind of stove for this.
Alright, I think that's about good. It looks like some of the borax is still sticking to the spoon here.
But that's the fine.
Maybe we should add a little bit more, you think?
Sure.
Get that borax dissolved. Now this is looking good. That's about what you want to look like. See how much of that borax is left on that spoon? It's definitely kind of gritty. It's grainy. So that's about...
It's very aqua blue.
Aqua blue is a wonderful way to describe it. It is. I've got our shape here. This is the circle that Catman made. We're going to dip that in a little bit here. Get it nice and wet.
Now that is turning to blue.
We're going to let that sit right there. We're going to turn the heat off.
Now you can't see the thing. But when all that borax, when we take it out, it looks like blue.
Yep, we'll see.
Because all that food coloring made it blue.
Yep, so we've turned the heat off. We put our shape that we tied to a coat hanger on there. You can use anything really that's going to keep it floating a little bit. And we're putting a lid on just to stop anything from getting in there.
So?
Alright. Another about 10:22 now. Everything's set at 8 hours to overnight. So we'll see, maybe tonight we'll check on our circle shape. Hello everybody, this is CatDad360 here. Just giving a quick update on our crystal growing. As you saw earlier, we did do the small pot first. And this one, we got all the borax mixed and we hung our circle in there. And it has been, so far we started right around 10:20. So about 5 hours, a little under 5 hours so far. And we have some very nice crystal growth going there. We have a little crystal donut happening. Now, the big pot was still boiling when we last talked, well, trying to boil. And we finally got it boiling. We added a lot of borax, and unfortunately though now, our star shape is actually stuck, and there is a ton, as you can see around the edges, of crystals forming everywhere in this one. So, go. Hello everybody, back with Catman360 at what we're calling the finish of our crystal video here. We started right around 10 o'clock, I believe it was 10:20. It's a little bit before 9 p.m. now. So just about 11 hours they've been in there. Some said leave them overnight. Some people said as little as 8 hours. So let's see what we've got going. This is the blue one that we had the circle
Do you
on.
like the orange?
Look at that orange. Go ahead and put that right on the plate there, Catman360. That is awesome. The circle crystals. Don't touch it with your fingers though for all that food coloring. Yeah, we're gonna let it dry a little bit, but that is pretty cool. It's like a crystal donut. And that orange pipe cleaner is like the custard filling, I'd say. Here you go, Catman360. I'm gonna give you the camera because if you all look over here.
This one is our other one that is stuck to the bottom.
Yeah.
Very
you don't have to yell though. You can, but that is very stuck. So I'm gonna go dump this for a minute. You could talk about the blue one there while I.
So this one looks cool. My dad thinks it's cool. So because it has like orange to fill it in. I think it's a donut almost. It looks like a donut. Don't you think, guys? But it's got crunch in it.
I gotta say, this is one of the coolest things I have seen in a long time. Can you see that, Catman360? Look at all those crystals.
Wow!
It's like a star growing out of the pot. Why don't you get the camera on there, Catman, instead of a back it up. Here, let me take that. Let me give you a hand here. That is awesome. There is our star-shaped pipe cleaner. And it's still stuck to the bottom. I left it there like that. I might let it dry and then see if we could chip it away nice and neat. I think that is pretty cool looking.
That is cool. Because it grew on the string.
It even grew on the string, yep. And look at all those crystals on the sides of that pot. Though definitely use an older pot if you have one. And like I said before, less water and it should work great for you. This is about 11 hours we let these soak. And now we'll let them dry out, and we've got some cool borax crystals. All right, everybody, this is CatDad360 and Catman360 saying bye and dab.
Dab bye.
Dab and bye.